Welcome into week 2 of EndZone. Our game of the week had everything that you would want in a big-time matchup. Choctaw County at New Hope. The Trojans just won their first game in 2 years. Whenever West Point and Starkville square off, it's always a fun one, and tonight did not disappoint. It came down to the wire. And could the Amory Panthers rebound from last week's loss to Pontotoc? They took on Saltillo.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show with John Sokoloff, Cam Dyer, and Grace Ibarra is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota, Fastnet, powered by Ford County, Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden in Tupelo, nothing runs like a deer, and Clark Beverage Group.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in to week 2 of EndZone. John Sokoloff and Cam Dyer hanging out with you late on a Friday night. Cam, our game of the week, we had a brand new field. We had a 5-star player, and we had a team coming off its first win in 2 years. A lot to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the perfect recipe for a game of the week there, right? It's something that's only going to be happening once in this Choctaw County, area for a very long time. And, I mean, they were excited about it. And then New Hope, coming off their first win since 2020, trying to play spoiler, a really fun matchup.
Yeah, it definitely was. And also Choctaw County debuting that brand new stadium, cost them $13 million. And it looked awesome, and you're about to take a look at it.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
But before we look at that beautiful field, we look at the beautiful car that got our Gracie Barra to Ackerman safely, a 2025 Toyota Crown Signia, one of the newest additions at Carl Hogan Toyota. Go get yourself one. Choctaw County debuting that stadium, and it was a beaut hosting those Trojans. We'll start in the first quarter. KJ Cork hits Chanson Mosley in stride. A 30-yard touchdown opens up the scoring in Ackerman. And if you thought that would be the most exciting play, well, you are mistaken. Second quarter, Tyrekus Brooks back to pass, fires, and Elmar Gladney takes it 55 yards the other way. The Charger pick six gives them a 25-0 lead, an emphatic start. The ensuing kickoff, Cameron Mitchell to receive for the Trojans. Takes it to the left side, gets a couple of blocks. Cam, this New Hope team was not going to go down without a fight tonight. That's 85 yards on the house call.
You know what's crazy? I think that's back-to-back top 5 play alerts.
Yeah,
which
definitely.
we don't get very often. That's an exciting back-to-back right there.
No, we do not. And Jeremiah Miller gets the handoff.
Can we make it 3?
That might have to qualify. That's a 60-yard touchdown, 31-7 Choctaw County. And you're talking about top 5. How about a 5-star recruit? We hadn't mentioned him yet. KJ Cork to Caleb Cunningham, the Alabama commit, comes up with the touchdown. 45-7 lead at the half. Choctaw County wins it 45-20, their first win of the year.
Is there a Choctaw County highlight without Caleb Cunningham? I think we're hard-pressed to get that.
We certainly are. All right, West Point looking to avenge last week's loss to Louisville against Starkville. First drive of the game, Quentin Thompson punches it in from a few yards out. Green Wave up 6-0 after a failed 2-point conversion. Same score later in the quarter. Cam, I thought Thompson was done here. And then he somehow escapes a nice spin move and a 20-yard rushing touchdown.
As a fellow short guy, sometimes you get lost with all those big guys, and he had an appointment with the EndZone. Gotta love it.
He did. The 2-point conversion was good. It was a passing play. That's rare for West Point. Fourth down. Look at the catch, man. He got drilled. Jalen Ruffin finding Isaiah Witherspoon, but they're still moving those chains. 4th and goal. Still need to get on the board, and it's a Braylon Jenkins who punches it in. Green Wave up 14-7. Starkville ended up winning this game on a pick 6 with 18 seconds left, 33-26, a thriller in Starkville. This game, Cam, never disappoints.
And back-to-back heartbreaking losses for West Point.
Man, they're going to learn from those experiences, no doubt. All right, some scores for you. South Panola took down Oxford 41-34. Tupelo beat South Haven 40-13. And now, Amory and Saltillo.
Let's get out to it. Amory looking to get their first win of the season. Had a disappointing loss last week. Second quarter, they're up by 5, and Braden Moranto finds Javen Azell. It's a nice catch, and he takes it deep into Tiger territory before being drugged down. Then Moranto to Ben Galt in traffic. A whole host of Tigers bring him down just before the goal line. So Amory, they have to set up for a field goal. Jackson Gibson nails it to extend the lead to 8. Now, Tigers ball. CJ Beasley hits number 1, but they can't move it any further than that. Panthers drive down the field. The pass coming from Braden Moranto again to Trayston Crump, but they run out of time, and the half-time score remained 23-15, but Amory holds on to win 37-23.
First win of the year for the Panthers. Some more scores. Lafayette falls to Horn Lake 34-17, and Grenada with a 43-point victory over the defending 3A champion Winona Tigers. I had Grenada minus 42.5. Grace did as well. She hopped on. We had a big parlay that hit tonight.
I didn't think that was going to be good, man. I had a little more faith in Winona. So bummer.
Right. Let's get out to Pontotoc, a team that looked great last week against Amory. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Let's do it. And a little rivalry game. You got to love these. South Pontotoc taking on Pontotoc. Rough first series for the home team. They cough it up and set the Cougars up in great field position. You got to hold on to the football, man. Jackson Highlander gets the pass to O'Brien Ivy in traffic. He picks up a couple of tough yards, but man, this Pontotoc defense is stingy. The Highlander pass is batted down,
Looked like
and that's
it almost
a turnover
got gone the other way right
downs.
there.
I'm telling you, Pontotoc, they have a nice defense this year. Warriors give it to Keon Robertson, but he's got no running room here. The ball goes back to the Cougars, but he stopped. They missed a field goal, so it looks like it's going to be a defensive battle. And then Pontotoc said, you know what, we're just going to turn it on. They ended up winning this one 42-0.
Yeah, the Warriors ran away with it late. All right, Caledonia, Itawamba. ICC coach Travis Macon there. His son actually plays for the Indians as well. Caledonia back to throw, and the ball's picked off by Dakeen Bailey. That's got to fire up the cheer squad, of course. Next series, Caledonia, their defense comes up with the sack. And here come the Indians. Early second quarter, the jumbo package. Caden Prestige, 3-yard touchdown. Itawamba cruises over Caledonia, 35-0.
I think they were a little mad about that loss last week.
I would agree with that. All right, Louisville, man. One of, if not the most dominant programs in the state at Neshoba Central. In the first quarter, Wildcats with the ball. The handoff here goes to Haynes, gets to that left edge, and he's in for the touchdown. When Tyrone Shorter's team smells blood and they get up early, it's really tough to beat them.
It is. And I mean, Louisville, you can't really find an area where you think that team's just not good. They're talented on everywhere. Single level.
And
it's
very
insane.
well coached.
Absolutely.
So an 8-0 game here. Hunt hands the ball to Jernigan. Easy for the score, 15-0. Louisville ends up winning this one, 22-0.
Death, taxes, and Louisville football winning games. It's kind of
the three guarantees in life, my friend. All right, Houston taking down Shannon 7-6. New Albany edging off Corinth 19-14. And North Pontotoc, after beating Okolona last week, another big win, taking down Water Valley 41-19. That was another part of Grace and I's parlay. Sorry, we couldn't get you in there. Maybe next time. All right, coming up. Noxubee County, Camario Taylor, the Mississippi State commit, hosting Philadelphia, not the city of brotherly love, but the Warriors. The Hamilton Lions and Kaiser Werner, that guy, on the road at Nettleton. And the Mooreville Troopers looking to arch it up against East Union. We'll see if Jimmy Young's team could get it done. All that coming up next.
Welcome back to EndZone. Let's get right out to Noxubee County. Philadelphia taking on the reigning 3A runner-up Tigers on the very first drive. Tornadoes in the red zone. It's the fourth down. Jamari Hickman airs it out to Dylan Graham, who makes the contested catch, putting the Tornadoes up 7-0. So could there be an upset? I don't know. Noxubee County looking to respond. Camario Taylor showing why he's a state commit. Rolls out and finds Michael Dancy 4-6. The PAT was no good, so Philadelphia still leads by 1, but that was the only time Philadelphia was going to lead for the rest of the game. Noxubee County crushes Philadelphia 39-7.
Okay, Hamilton and Nettleton. The Lions had a big win over Biggersville last week. Could they keep it going? Justin Werner looking for Chris Willis here. A big road contest and a road test for this team tonight. He finds Chris Willis. He gets to that sideline. It feels like he's running forever. Look at all that open field in front of him. That's a top 5 play nominee. I'm writing it down. You hear the pen. You heard the click.
And I promise we didn't even speed that up. That was him going that fast.
No.
This Hamilton team has some speed.
All right, so Hamilton here getting stopped on third down. It looks like Werner's going to get in there, but he's just a little bit short. When it's 4th and goal and you're this close, I'm always team go for it. Always. And look.
Trust the big guys up front,
Yep.
and you got Kaiser Werner. That's usually a recipe for success.
Hamilton wins it 40-13. Okay, how about East Union and Mooreville? 28-0 Mooreville in the second quarter. And you know, Drew Holloman and the team, you got to give them credit. They were really battling here. but this was all Moorville tonight. The Troopers, dominant in 3A last year, had the best season in program history. This time around, they're looking just as dominant. They beat Hatley in the first week of the season on Thursday night, and now they get it done tonight, 42-6 over the Urchins.
How about that?
All right, quick scores here. I don't know why it's called the Skunk Bowl. Me saying that probably means that someone's going to call and tell me. Baldwin beat Boonville 19-6. Manatachee topped Ashland 49-14. Cam, let's go party in Anawoya.
How about it? One of the best places to party in Mississippi, in my opinion.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Early on.
I guess that background check wasn't clear enough.
Hey, man, too late now. Right. Off the high snap, Cade Massey gets it, throws off his back foot, finds Kawan Pankey. He spins and gets into the end zone. That's an insane play. Another top 5 nominee. We have a lot of those.
All right, I'll write it.
Warriors up 6-0. Warriors now kicking off. Dagan Crowley gets it, stops, and then he just finds a hole and bursts right through it for the big return. He would be tackled out of bounds down inside the 6-yard line. But this one was all East Webster. They end up winning 41-6.
Okay, let's get out to Calhoun County. The Wildcats hosting Okolona. We'll start in the first quarter. A lot of Pittmans on this Calhoun City team. Zay Pittman gets the snap, just weaves his way into the end zone from 20 yards out. Wildcats up 7-0. 3 minutes into the game. Cam, this is a Calhoun City team that looks like they really have not taken even remotely a step back from all their success last year with their 11-win season. Chieftains trying to get something going here. Big-time sack on 3rd and 14. And when you give that guy, MD Jennings, you give his team the ball back, it's always dangerous. Harlan Pittman finds Kamari Sally on the 24-yard touchdown, extends the lead to 14-0. We'll stay in the first. Demarius Pittman, I think that's the 3rd Pittman of the night. Yep, it is. We got Zay, we had Demarius, and we had Harlan. But this touchdown was very impressive.
It's like we're playing a game of connections.
Yeah, I think so. They're all Pittmans. If there was a 4th one, that would have been a category. Probably, I don't know if it would have been yellow, but it would have been green.
I think so. Not purple.
Maybe blue
not
as well.
Purple.
Not purple. You wouldn't have to back into that one. Okay, Calhoun City wins, though. 40-6. Okay, some more scores here. Upora
took care of French
top
Camp.
in French Camp, 40-6. All right. Coming up next here on EndZone, Heritage Academy, the Pats, hosting the Bakersville Lions, the defending 1A champs. Could Heritage keep their win streak alive? Noxapater at Kemper County. And then we have some Thursday night lights. The Myrtle Hawks, they've been impressive to start the year. They took on Potsdam. All that and more coming up next.
Welcome back into EndZone. Let's head out to Heritage Academy. I got there right as halftime hit, one of our least favorite things, but got to see a nice halftime show.
You got some nice stretching
and then
plays.
Got to see Aiden Westmoreland punch it in from a few yards out, extending that lead to 19. And man, Heritage, they never looked back. They take care of Bakersville 32-6.
And Tobias Smith and company looking good.
Let's do it. Also, let's stay pretty close to the area. Aberdeen taking on West Lowndes. It's 3rd and long. So Aberdeen, they say, you know what, we're just going to keep the ball in front of us. Don't let them get a big play, and they get a big time stop there. A few plays later, Payne Kobe throws to Sykes Chris for a big gain right before halftime. And Aberdeen get their first win of the season, winning 32-12.
Okay, Noxapater at Kemper County. Big win for Noxapater last week. Wildcats with the ball. Kaditrian Backstrom, eyes down the field, flush to his left, keeps him down. That's a big-time touchdown. And Noxapater ended up losing this one 46-8. Tough night for the Tigers.
All right, now Thursday Night Lights, as promised, the Myrtle Hawks hosting Potsdam in the Highway 178 rivalry. Didn't know it was called that. Early in the first quarter, Potsdam back to punt, but they try fake, and I mean, it just doesn't work. Don't really know what they were doing. Looked like the Colts. Hawks got the ball and drove down the field, punched it in with the touchdown by Colton Gordon, making it 7-0. Late in the first quarter, Hawks quarterback Zane Hill takes the snap, decides to keep the ball himself, scampers in for the touchdown to double the lead. And man, Myrtle, they're looking good. They win 47-18.
Okay, couple more scores here quickly. I'll let you do this one. This is your Rams.
My Rams, 40-8, knocking off Bruce Vardaman. Looking good again.
Okay, Hatley beating Smithville 36-8. TCPS fell 39-0 to North Point Christian. We got to get you out to a game now that was a classic. Starkville Academy and Carroll Academy. Those fans were getting after it. Their team was down 21-0 though. 4th and 8. Look at this perfect dime. Luke Johnson
Don't
diving
sleep on the
snag.
catch either, man. The catch was nice.
Unreal catch. Sam Wall to Luke Johnson. That made it 21-6. Starkville Academy came all the way back to win it 26-21, erasing a 21-0 deficit.
All right, now let's head right out to Kemper Academy, taking on Hebron Christian. And we know Hebron Christian, they're continuing to improve. Nate Carr tells us that, but this was a tough one for Hebron. Kemper jumps on him and never let up. Kemper Academy wins 50-6.
All right, so more scores here for you this evening. Winston Academy topped Lamar Christian 35-34. And coming up next, we will have a look at West Alabama. Welcome back to EndZone. Time for a little West Alabama action. And by the time that we were at this game, it was already 40-0, and it was all Gordo taking down Hanceville 54-3. The Green Wave, Gus Smith, always has a strong program. They've looked as strong as ever, especially tonight.
Absolutely. Now, I think, name of the day, Isabella at Sullivan's.
Yeah, this is a good one. Another good name, John Will Spruill. John Will, his first name. This is a 40-yard run here while we're, dissecting the name. He's busy doing productive things like getting a 40-yard run on a play that looked like he should have maybe only gotten 5.
He's doing his job, we're doing ours.
Exactly. Hagan Gann here, a 5-yard one to keep those chains moving. And then Sullivan's Andrew Lowe with a 5-yard touchdown run to extend things here for Sullivan, and the Blue Devils end up winning this game 24-14.
All right, now let's get out to Lamar County and Greene County. Lamar County running back Nolan Gottwald with a nice little 8-yard run. This Bulldogs team, sometimes their offense is a little bit methodical. A little later, a 5-yard gain around the edge. Can't quite get it. And then B.A. Westbrook finds Jay Long for the nice 2-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion, though, was no good. Lamar County defense stood strong, and they needed every bit of it, but couldn't quite pull it off. Greene County wins this one 24-20.
Love those Lamar County uniforms,
They're
though.
pretty cool.
I will say that. All right, a couple scores. Pickens County. Believe that is the Tornadoes' first win of the season, 40-14. That's huge because they're coming off a week where they lost 46-0 to Tuscaloosa Academy. So big win for Michael Williams and company. South Lamar falling to Hubbartville 41-14. And speaking of Tuscaloosa Academy, they beat Aliceville pretty easily, 51.
They're pretty good this year.
6. So when we get to our Fastnet speed play of the night, Cam, it has to be those fantastic highlights that our Gracie Barra got up at the New Hope Choctaw County game. So there's 2 plays, I think, that we should give it to. One is the Elmar Gladney 55-yard pick 6, and also the 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by the New Hope Trojans, Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could have kind of just put this entire game there
Yeah.
and called it the fast play of the game because it was insane. Lots of offense, and, it was a fun one to watch.
Yeah, and every play, it seemed like that was probably the least explosive play of the game, and that was a 30-yard touchdown. So those 2, again, Cameron Mitchell, the 85-yard touchdown, and the Elmar Gladney 55-yard pick 6 are our speed plays of the night, and a play from both teams. So that's really cool to see. But yeah, those 2 are speed plays of the night.
The Fastnet Speed Play, brought to you by Fastnet, powered by 4 County. Fast, affordable internet service from the people you know.
Okay, so now, real quick, I want to give our teams of the night, too. I didn't know if there was anyone that you were really kind of thinking about to lean towards.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to go Choctaw County just because of how big of a moment it was for them opening up that stadium on the right note.
Yeah, I think that's a fair one to give it to. There are so many options here on my side of things, too. But, Starkville, I might just give it to them just because of the way that they won. West Point threatening with 18 seconds left, and instead they jump a route, does Starkville, and takes it 98 yards to the house to end up beating West Point.
Couldn't really go wrong.
That's got to be my team of the night, too. So we also have some, we got some tough news tonight, but also ultimately probably good news as well for, for Cam. You got an opportunity to get a little closer to family, but this is your last night on EndZone.
Absolutely, yeah. This is my last night on EndZone and my last day at WCBI. I have accepted a job at Fox 44 in Waco, Texas, so I'm able to go back to my home state, be close to a lot of friends and family, but man, I've made lots of friends and family. It sounds cliche, but I've made lots of friends and family here. I hope the viewer sees that when you and I are up here, we're having a lot of fun. When Grace is up here, we're having a lot of fun. And I mean, you two have become my best friends here at WCBI and here in Mississippi. And I mean, I'm just thankful I have friends forever now. And everyone at the station has been great. But I mean, the bond we've created has been awesome. And just at WCBI, it's been so much fun. I came here right out of college, knew nothing, and I mean, I feel like I've developed as a broadcaster. I feel like I've just been able to develop as a sportscaster, and it's been a whole lot of fun doing that. So I'm extremely thankful for just the opportunity that you gave me along with Joey and Derek, and man, it's going to be one some times that I never forget, and I know, I mean, we're going to be talking all the time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will. Well, congratulations, being that close to, friends and family, and also, continuing your journey in this business. We're absolutely going to miss you here. You were a fantastic coworker, better friend. Your obsession with high school sports and your overall sports knowledge definitely made for some great sicko conversations in terms of knowing maybe a little bit too much about sports in our sports office for all the hours that we were there. But, a lot of highlights cut, a lot of, live reports and all that good stuff. But we're absolutely going to miss you here. You got to cover a ton of big moments, but one of the things I remember the most about your passion for high school includes, right when you started, you said how you love going to all the Texas high school state championship games just to be able to, go out there and see those teams.
That's it, and being able to do it with all the schools here. I mean, it's been a blast. I'm going to cherish this for the rest of my life.
Well, Cam, we're going to miss you. Best of luck, man, and good luck with everything else. Thanks so much for watching EndZone.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show with John Sokoloff, Cam Dyer, and Grace Ibarra is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota, Fastnet, powered by Ford County, and Clark Beverage Group.